Hello, everyone. It's nice to have y'all back. Patsy, nice to see you again.
Sugar baby.
Wait, I'm sorry?
Sugar baby.
Oh, Sugar Baby?
Really, Mom? Yes.
This is not the place nor the
Grow up,
time.
Mom.
It's okay. She wants to be called Sugar Baby. She can be called Sugar Baby.
Oh, wow.
Yeah. Okay, well, I remember this is our second session, and last time I assigned y'all the little project to do diaries, so just to see what kind of thoughts that y'all are having as far as irrational and rational, see if we can identify some of those. And we were coming in your first session last week because of some parental boundaries you wanted to set and, kind of go from there. So how did y'all's homework assignment go?
Well, I forgot my diary in the car. Can I go get it?
Let's wait for a second.
All right.
Don't
can-
stop it.
All right.
You're so rude everywhere we go.
Okay, well,
See, this is what I have to deal with.
We were even talking to you, Mom.
okay, let's
This
take
is what I
turns.
have to deal with right here. I want to smack the hell out of them.
Okay, we will take turns talking. So let's have a rule. Everyone have a rule that whenever you want to speak, let's not, interrupt each other. So if
Yeah,
you want to
Mom.
talk, just raise your hand. So,
That should
Okay.
be easy for you, Mom.
Disrespect.
okay. So, how did the homework
Should've given them away.
assignment go?
And she probably ain't do hers. That's why it's in the car.
I did mine.
Okay?
Okay, let's talk
Mom,
about
no
it.
did you do
proof.
yours?
No
Did
proof.
you do
Please
your
raise
homework
your
assignment,
hand.
Mom?
Raise your hand when you want to speak, okay?
I
Okay,
did
one
mine.
second. Let's give Mother a chance to talk first. Okay, so how did your homework assignment go? What kind of events occurred that you want to discuss that you wrote about?
Well, not to be a Debbie Downer or
Mhm.
anything. I thought everything was going fine. But Reba, as usual, and I love all my children,
Mm-hmm.
but she always seems to do something to set it off.
Yeah.
And then, as usual, this one follows behind her.
Mm-hmm.
And all I want them to do is to grow up to be young ladies, not little hoochies. And her slipping out the doggone window.
I told you I wasn't even going anywhere.
Hold on. She's speaking. Give her a chance, and then we'll get your side, okay? We'll hear what
She's
she...
16, she's 14.
Uh-huh.
There is rules in my house.
Okay, let's talk about those rules. What kind of rules do you set for your daughter?
First off, you need to be in the house at 11 o'clock.
Okay.
And I think that's pretty fair, 11 o'clock for
Mhm.
young ladies. There's nothing else that you need to be doing after 11 o'clock.
Mm-hmm.
I could make that 10 o'clock,
This is at 1900.
okay?
Exactly.
But they don't even want to step. 14 years old, you ain't got no business being out after 11 anyway.
Or you were pregnant during that time.
And see, that's why I don't want them doing what I did.
Yeah. And y'all can understand that.
Trying to
Can't y'all
teach
y'all
them
understand
better
that?
than, I didn't have nobody to show me.
Not our fault.
Not my problem, Mom.
And that's why I'm here. But see, what I could have did is gave their behinds away. Somebody else,
We
and
probably
maybe they
been
would.
better off.
See, that's what I deal with.
Doesn't sound like you're very appreciative of how hard your mother's working for you.
This is just half of what she's telling me.
What they'll never have. Go ahead, Missy.
Go on, Brooke Taylor, tell them.
She calls us by our names. She's very promiscuous.
They don't see nothing. They don't see none of what I do. I try to protect them from that. Yeah, I used to be.
You used to be?
Yes, used to be.
Grandma and Grandpa tell us all the time how you used to be just like a floozy, however you want to say
Like I
it, in
said,
your
like I used to.
1900
Okay, 1 second.
vocabulary.
1 second.
And that's what
Hands,
Grandma
please.
and Grandpa tells them. Of course, they're gonna tell them all the horror stuff,
Mhm.
and they're not even helping.
I don't
them.
think
Why
you
would
have
Grandma
any
and
good stories.
Why would Grandma and Grandpa lie to us?
Hands when you want to speak. Okay, let's go back to the homework assignment because we didn't really discuss that, okay? So let's talk about your homework assignment with the diary. What event occurred? And please do not interrupt. Just listen. Y'all will both get your time to speak, okay? And please do not side talk. Just, okay, thank
So
you.
disrespectful. Oh my God. Help me, Lord.
Okay.
The homework assignment, what was, like I said, was Reba leaving the house after 11 through the window
Mhm.
and getting caught.
Mhm.
And
She
then
did not.
this one falling behind. See, they don't even listen to you.
Hmm.
They're so disrespectful. And getting caught. And then they don't like to have consequences for their behavior.
Mhm. Okay, let's do this. Let's work through this. Reba, can I have you scoot over just a little bit? That way,
You're acting
We
just like my
can
mom.
have-
Just go over there.
just some better understanding with one another and hear each other, and we can really focus on getting y'all to where y'all would like to be. Because I know that y'all are all frustrated right now. Are y'all frustrated?
Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah, and that's
Not
what,
just with her, but with you. Like, you seem like you're taking her side.
This is what I would like to do for y'all. I would like to hear your mom out, and then I would want to
She's
go
not
to
worth listening to.
that. I don't think that's true. I think everyone is worth listening to. So I think that we should all take turns speaking, and I want to hear from your mom, and then I want to hear from both of y'all because it's very important what y'all have to say too.
Whatever.
Okay. All right. So we were talking about your diary assignment, and you were talking about your event that happened, which was, you know, your daughter sneaking out. So you want to go ahead and tell me about that?
Well, she snuck out the window, and I caught her.
Mm-hmm.
And she was just acting all crazy, like it was my fault
Mm-hmm.
that I caught her
Mm.
doing something that she knew that she should have had no business doing. And so I was like, you're grounded forever,
Forever.
forever.
So when you say forever, what do you mean?
I mean forever. Until I can get a better grip on so your behavior changes or something. I can't even give you a date right now. That's all I can say about it.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so what in your mind forever means until they change?
Till they change. And if you don't change, then no changes from me.
Okay.
What happens when she have different behaviors though? When she does stuff in front of us
Mm-hmm.
as a parent that she shouldn't be doing,
Mm-hmm.
and then we react to it and we go on punishment, and nothing happens when she does the things that she do.
Mm-hmm. I can understand how that would make you feel. So do you want to talk to her about that? You want to think of an instance where that's happened and we can kind of role play? Can kind of give me a good perspective on what it looks like to be in y'all's home?
Like, she don't want us doing certain things like hanging around certain people,
Mm-hmm.
but she goes out and hang out with her friends. They drink. They come over to the house and they drink. We always ask her about our big brother. She never wants to tell us where he is. It's just, I don't think that she's setting a good example for us, and she's expecting more out of us than she gave, and that she's giving.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just, I don't know. Do you agree, Reba?
Yeah, I mean, I feel like, okay, so I go to school and I get good grades, and then literally everything I do is wrong. Like, why? Why? I wasn't trying to sneak out of the house to go have sex with my boyfriend like you assumed that I was, and then you ground me forever. What does that even mean, Mom? In 2 years, I'm going to be 18 years old. I cannot wait to get out of your house. I can't stand you, Mom. You never listen to us.
Okay, Rita, let's talk about how you feel about the rules. So you said that you feel like you can never do anything right. So what are some rules that you feel like are unreasonable?
Well, on weeknights, no matter what it is, we have to be home by 10 o'clock on the weeknight. I don't understand. All my friends can stay out until like 11 or 11:30. Some of my parents, like my friends' parents, don't even care what time they come home at. But I have to come home at 10 o'clock. Sometimes the movies don't even start until 10 o'clock, Mom, and you don't even let me go with my friends.
Who goes to the movies on the weekdays?
My friends do,
Well, that's your
Mom.
friends. And your friends probably aren't going to college, but you are. And
You don't
are
know
gonna
that.
be-
You can't force me to go to college.
Please remember the hand rule.
You are going to do something with your life. You're not going to be a nothing like I was. And I'm trying to do better by you
You're not.
than what I was doing. And if you don't like it, Miss Young Lady, you can always leave my house. I pay the bills here. I pay
I
the
guess you
bills.
can go with the
I
other
put
one.
your clothes on your back. You can leave.
Well, let's take that experience that we talked about. And Mom, I want you to play your daughter, Reba, okay? And Reba, I want you to play Mom. So what we're going to do is, Mom, you're 16-year-old Reba, you snuck out of the house, you actually went to go hang out with your friend, but your mom here thinks that you went to go have sex with your boyfriend, okay? So, Reba, your mom, okay? So I want y'all to both act as if y'all were each other, okay? And go ahead and help me.
Where do you want me to begin?
From the beginning. So you caught her whenever it first happened, you caught her whenever you found out. So let's go from there and help me understand how this works.
Reba, what are you doing? It is 11 o'clock at night. What do you think you're doing?
I'm just going to hang out with friends, Mom.
You're going to hang out with your friend?
Yes, Mom.
Oh,
That's
okay.
just
You
what I
expect me
said.
to believe
Yes.
you're going
Yes.
to hang out with your
Yes.
friends
Yes.
at 11 o'clock
Yes.
at night.
Yes.
No self-respecting girl at 16 years old would go out and hang out with their friends
Well,
at
that's what I
11
was doing,
o'clock
Mom.
at night.
Okay, 1 second, please. Okay. Let's talk about you. You're shaking your head. Is this normally how this looks? Is whenever you're at home,
all the time.
you feel like you're in the middle and you
All the
are just really overwhelmed with what you hear?
All the time.
Yeah.
All the
And
time.
how do you handle that?
I just go to my room. I wish I knew who my father was. I really don't want to be here anymore because they're always bickering and fighting. Mom calling us names, and when she get mad at Reba, she takes it out on me.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm just
That's not fair.
I'm just like the middle kid that
Yeah.
you know. I don't know. My mom she needs help.
Now, how do you feel about this? Hearing what?
First off, they're not the middle kid.
You said the middle kid. Well, the middle man. Look where I'm
Okay.
sitting
Yeah,
now.
okay.
It always
You are,
stands out
you
like
are in
that.
the middle, but you have all your, and I really truly don't try to take out everything on you, but you
Well, you
do
do.
act like your sister sometimes.
Well,
So,
I mean, that's the only way
I
to
get
get
angry
attention from you.
at you. And as far as y'all's father, only if you knew. I probably am a little scorned
Mm-hmm.
and take it out on the girls. But what the girls do not understand is their father was a drunken, drug abused son of a.
Who made him that way?
No, I didn't make him like that. He
You're gonna
was
make
like
me
that.
that way.
Let's
You
not-
drive me
No,
crazy.
no. Let's
She was
not
just
start
drinking
there.
martinis before we came.
Okay.
Okay.
And I will have another
Uh-huh.
when I leave. But that doesn't make me a drug abuser or an alcoholic
You are.
or someone that. Do I beat you? No, I have not ever touched you. I might verbally abuse you.
Okay, I'm sorry. Let's pause there. There are a couple of things that I would like to talk about, and we don't necessarily have to talk about it in this session because we are running kind of short on time. Seems like there are a lot of dynamics here that we're starting to develop, and I'm seeing some, some strategic family roles being played here, and I see, you being stuck in the middle and you being frustrated and you not wanting to be in that position, and that's definitely something that we can work on together as a unit and as a family and kind of see, how can we all be on the same page on this. And I would like, do you feel as if your drinking is a problem?
I'm not drinking as a problem, but what I'm getting ready to say, that my problem is I should have just gave them away just like I did Chris.
And how do you think?
I don't care how that
I'm not
makes
even
you
gonna
feel.
talk to you,
I really
Mom.
don't care how that makes you feel because y'all really don't care how
Doctor, how do
it
you
makes
think
feel.
that makes us feel when your own mother
Okay,
says that to you?
Let's think about that.
You
How
just said you
could-
didn't want to live with me.
Okay,
You
one
said
at
you
a
was
time.
ready to leave.
Okay,
You
let's
just said that you hated me or whatever.
talk one at a time. Okay, so there's a lot of talking to each other, and y'all can do that on your own time. I feel like y'all are wasting good grounding time to get better, and I understand how difficult this can be. It's very frustrating. I understand y'all have a lot of emotions. So I want y'all to talk to me directly, and when y'all do talk to one another, I would like for it to be in a role play so I can better understand how the dynamics are working. So, okay, y'all have talked about a lot of things that I hear y'all, telling me that there are issues and there are things that you want to work on. So we'll definitely work on those things. Unfortunately, we're running kind of short on time. But what I would like for y'all to do, since the homework assignment for last week was to do diaries, I would like y'all to continue to do diaries. So if you could just jot down, your feelings, especially.
I hate diaries. Why?
Just do it. Eva.
Fine. I'll just do it. I'll just do it.
Really?
I'll just do it.
Thank you.
Okay, I think that diaries can be very beneficial, especially because a lot of the things that y'all are dealing with here is unexpressed emotion. So y'all are pinning up a lot of anger, and I think diaries can be a good way of expressing that. So if y'all will just go home and y'all express those negative feelings. Yeah, and if you could work on, your behavior towards them and identifying what, you think is healthy and unhealthy. When we come back next week, we can talk about those healthy and unhealthy ways in which you responded to your kids and their behavior. Okay? All right, it was nice having y'all. All right, well, it is nice to see y'all for our third session now. And I know last time we talked about diaries and asked y'all to do that as well and keep your thoughts and track how that goes.
It went well.
It went fine.
Yeah?
I did it.
Good. Good stuff. So who wants to share what they wrote? Okay, go ahead.
I wanted my mom to stop calling us names and to stop drinking and to stop being so mean to my sister. It was better, but I think that she just really can't help herself. Like, I think that's just a part of how she communicates with us by name calling, and she does it, and then Reba is not very receptive to it.
Yeah.
And then, that gets things out of control. I don't find myself being like a troubled kid. It's just like I'm stuck in the middle because, of course, I love my mom and I love my sister. And I'm very close with my sister, obviously, because my mom is not close to, either one of us. And I tried to make my sister feel loved. And I guess it could have gone better. She started out, but she still called Reba names, not me, but she called Reba several names. And she's still drinking.
So, to me, it sounds like you're a very responsible 14-year-old.
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you feel like you were the youngest in this dynamic? Do you feel like you play the role of the youngest child?
I feel like I play the role as the oldest because Reba does not know how to ignore mom. I pretty much know how to ignore her and don't let it, don't let what she says affect me. But Reba, on the other hand, she goes off and they get into this big argument, and I'm afraid that one day they will fight. So it's just like I can't be the child that I am because I'm trying to, stay in the middle to keep them from arguing and fussing, and then eventually mom gets upset with me because she feels that I'm always taking Reba's side. But that's my sister.
Sounds like you're caught in the middle of
I
a
am.
difficult situation.
Yeah.
I definitely want to help all of y'all understand how to take care of that and to act more so as a mother role and 2 kids and get y'all on a healthy, track. So thank you for sharing that.
You're welcome.
Very nice. You just be that open. Would you like to share?
Yes. First off, it won't be no fight.
Why do you say
Just
that?
to correct that, it won't be no fight.
See what I mean?
I'm just saying, this is my house. They're children. Y'all can continue.
So she thought that y'all would have a physical fight.
And
That
I'm
you
saying
as
it
a mother.
won't be a fight.
But
I'm
see,
the mother,
she takes
she's the
things
child.
out of context. If you're arguing and fussing and yelling and hollering and you're calling Reba everything except for Reba, and then Reba's yelling that she hates you, you don't know what that can turn into.
I know what
But
it
it-
won't turn into. There's a fight in my house.
Never mind.
Because
She
mom
can-
knows
she can-
literally
She
everything.
can raise her hand to me, but I promise you it'll be the last time she raises her
Because
hand.
mom
So it
knows
won't be a
everything.
fight.
Of course there's not going to be a fight because mom's
Okay, we'll
a
get
future
to you,
teller.
Reba. We'll get to you.
No, I'm just saying, cause see, children need to know their place, and mine don't.
But do you understand where she's
I
coming
understand
from?
what she's saying, but I'm just trying to let them know in this therapy session, in front of you, that it won't be a fight. Because I'm the parent, I'm the adult, and they are the
So
children.
you're promising them that.
And they need to know their place,
So
as
you're
I do know mine.
promising them that you will not ever strike a fist or hurt your children.
I ain't gonna strike a fish, but if she raise her hand to me,
Then
it will
what
be
would
the
happen?
last time she raise her hand to anybody.
So now
What does
she's
that
threatening.
mean?
That's not a threat, that's a promise, though.
So what does that mean exactly?
That means she won't raise her hand to nobody
She'll
else.
kill her.
So let's do that role play, okay? So let's say you're playing Reba, okay?
No, how about you role play with them? Because there's not a role play. There's nothing to
Just
say
listen to
about
what.
that.
How are we ever gonna get better?
Okay, listen. I would gladly play in the role play. I
No,
would gladly
with
take
them.
that. I
You
would.
play with them.
Good.
Cause see,
Do
I'm
you
done
think
playing
that
with
would
them.
be effective if I played in the role?
Well, let them be the mama and the child, because see, they seem to know everything.
Okay. Would
Probably better than
would
you.
y'all feel comfortable doing that?
Yeah. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Well, Reba, would you like to be the mother?
Yeah, because I will show my mom what type of mom that I want,
Reba.
the type of mom that I need, Mom.
Reba.
Okay.
Oh.
Okay. Well, let's show through the role play how you feel that your mom acts as the mother that you have. Okay. And you, who would you like to be?
I'll be Reba, because she really doesn't yell at me like she yells at Reba.
Okay. Okay. So, can y'all think of a past occurrence, or would you want to just make something up?
One of
What about the event when you went down your friend's house to study and Mom went off because she thought you were there with her brother?
Yeah. So when I came home from school one day, it was after school, it was the daytime, and I went over to my friend Chrissy's house to study, and my mom called my phone no less than 3 times. She was texting me constantly, and then finally she was beating on my friend's door, all because she was suspecting that I was with Chrissy's brother. In reality, we just had a test the next day that we were studying for. I've never been so embarrassed in my whole life.
Okay. Well, let's go with that. And how about we go ahead and act that out? And for this one, I want us to do 2. Okay. So for this one, I want you to actually show us how the interaction is in the home. And for the next one, I would like for you to show me how you would like it to be different, okay? And how you want your mother to actually act with you, okay?
Okay.
Mom, I only went down Chrissy's house to study for a test.
That's not true.
It is true. I just want you to trust me.
Then why didn't you tell me beforehand? It's not true. You're off sneaking out with these little boys, being a little hussy little girl that I know you are.
Mom, I was not. Here's proof of my test.
That doesn't mean you weren't over there.
Well, just
Flirting.
trust me. I
No.
was not. I was
Why
at
should I
Chrissy's house
trust you?
because here's my grade.
What proof have you given me to trust you?
Because I was studying when you came banging on the door. You saw us sitting there with flashcards.
Okay, that's because you probably heard that I was coming over. Isn't that true?
No.
Didn't you hear that I was coming over? Didn't
No.
you? Okay, alright. Well, Reba, you're grounded for literally ever. You are grounded. You are never coming over to Chrissy's house again.
Well, I don't have much longer here, so.
No, you're
whatever.
coming home with me right now.
Whatever.
You are coming home with me right now, young lady. I am the adult and you are the child. You
Don't
have
act
to
like
do
an
what I would
adult.
say. Young lady, I'm the mother, you're the daughter. Get in the car now. You are
Look at my
grounded
face.
forever.
Get out of my face!
Okay. That's very good. That's good. Do y'all feel like y'all represented, the roles
Yes.
pretty accurately?
Yes.
Yeah? Okay. How did you feel playing your mother?
I was just thinking about me, and I was just thinking of just how she was embarrassing me, and I don't know. I just don't understand why she says some of the things that she says. I don't get it.
Okay, as the mother role that you just played, can you think about some things of why you would respond that way? What kind of maybe behaviors or reasonings behind why your mother would respond that way?
I don't know. I guess I don't know. Maybe she knows what she's talking about sometimes. She was a teenager once, but she's not anymore. She doesn't know what it's like to be a teenager nowadays. And I understand, yeah, she had our brother when she was very young, but it doesn't mean that I'm going to. So she just puts those assumptions on me, but I'm not her. She just doesn't understand that.
So why didn't you answer her phone or her text?
Maybe. You want to address that?
Because you were acting crazy, Mom. You called me one time right after the other, right after the other, right after the other, only to take a break to text me in the middle of your calls.
So do you think that maybe if you picked up the phone and explained to her, hey, you know, I have
It still
a
wouldn't matter.
You wouldn't know because you don't do.
It doesn't matter. You still think that we're just like you. And I think that you need to stop it. Like, we're still versions. Whether you think that we're not, or you think that, I don't know what you think, because you never tell us what you think. You always just beat us up about your childhood. You do not
But
give
your
us a
behavior
chance.
precedes you. If you would just answer the phone, which I pay for.
I trust Reba though, and that's
You
the
ain't
thing.
got to trust Reba. It ain't your job to trust Reba.
I was
It's
like-
my job. And if they would just answer the phone, that's why I give it to them.
Well,
They
answer the
don't
phone
have
every
a
time
phone.
she calls.
Pause.
She'll just yell
Pause.
at you like she
Okay,
always
let's pause.
does.
I want us to try something, okay? So you think that if Reba would have just answered the phone and she would have said, hey, I have a test tomorrow and it's really important, I'm studying here, I can't really talk, I only have an hour. Would you, do you
First
think?
off, if she knows she got a test, what would have been the problem to say, Mom, I got a test, I'm gonna go to so-and-so's house after school. Okay, fine.
Mhm.
Or call me, or text me, or let me know something. How many children are being abducted, taken away, sexually abused, molested these days? I don't know. These are girls.
Mhm.
See, they don't understand all the things that I'm trying to protect them about, why they're running around trying to be grown.
Mhm.
These are the things that happened to me when I was a child. So I'm
There's-
trying to
Once
still,
again,
it doesn't,
okay.
I'm trying to
Okay.
shelter them.
well, that's the problem.
Okay, let's think.
So if I wasn't that parent and let them go, and if something happened to them, then it would be my fault also.
Okay, I can understand, you know, where you're coming from as far as, you know, if you experienced that, you definitely feel like you have to protect your kids because they are your kids and you love them so much. But I think that unless you verbalize that, unless you say, hey, I'm acting this way, which I feel like we need to work on how you respond to your kids and identify some healthy ways that you can communicate with your children. But I feel like if you verbalize that to them, hey, this scares me because of blank, and you talk to them in a manner where they're able to relate to you, I feel like that would go over well and you might be able to, Reba, if you called her, I want y'all to work on this. The next time you have a study group or whatever, I want you to call your mom and I want you to tell her, you know, I want us to be in agreement that when Reba calls you and says, hey, I have a test tomorrow and I'm at this study group, I want you to be open to that and understanding and respond in a positive way. So let's talk about how you could respond to that phone call. So let's ask that out. You have a study for a test that you have. Okay, you're going to your friend Chrissy, is that her name?
Mm-hmm.
So you're going to Chrissy's house and you want to call your mom and tell her. Okay, so mom, I want you to act in a way that you think would be beneficial and positive, okay? Okay, ready?
Yeah.
Okay.
Mom, I have a test tomorrow in biology, and I was gonna go over to Chrissy's house and study for maybe an hour or two. Do you think that's okay if I go?
That's fine. Can you text me or call me when you're on your way home?
Yes, I think that I can do that. That's something that I can do.
Okay, thank you. Be careful and be safe.
Thank you.
That was very good.
But I don't know if it would actually play out like that.
And you don't.
Just
And
give it a try, Reba.
that's really all you need to do is you need to give it a try. And I think that would, you know, really work with y'all being on the same page, number one. So
And
your
you
mom
talk like that when she asks you.
yeah.
It's children.
Y'all both, you know, can communicate better, and that is a perfect example of how y'all can both be on the same page. So I want y'all to try that in the future, and I'm gonna see y'all in next week. Does that sound good?
Yeah.
Next week. Okay, it's been a pleasure. All right, see y'all in a week.
Thank you.